Why does the separate me need to mix this impeccable, pure awareness, pure consciousness with form? Because it can only exist as form. It can only exist in its own activity of thinking, feeling, perceiving. As the separate me is just this fictional package of a separate person, it depends. Its life depends on this constant activity. The I am, the beingness, our shared being, can stand alone, so to speak. It's the continuum in our experience, is this eternal substratum of our experience. It's like the screen that exists without the movie. But the character in the movie, the separate me, depends on the movie. Without the movie, this fictional self, separate from the screen, in its own reality, is cooked without the movie, so to speak. It is gone, apparently. Its existence is, its life, its reality is threatened. If the movie stops playing, it's game over. And as it's only made out of the activity of the movie and can never access directly the screen, so to speak, can never perceive that which is perceiving. It loses itself over and over and over again in its own activity. The fictional separate self is not free to enjoy the movie because its life depends on the movie, on the activity of the movie. So it may pretend to have no interest anymore in the movie. It may pretend that it's done with it. but usually very fast. It will come up with something that is very important about me, about my life. It may say, all I want is peace. Why would I be troubled by all these phenomena? They're coming and going anyways. I'm done with this. All I want is peace and harmony and love. Reality, that which is real. And the next moment, out of that very commitment to peace, may such a huge fear arise in my system. And it grabs me, so to speak, and it's like, nine, you are this body. Can't you feel you're scared? If you just remain as this peace, resting in yourself, it's dangerous, very dangerous. You cannot live without the movie. You are the movie. Now take care of this movie. Save the world. Save yourself. We all know those kind of moments. It's very good to laugh about it, or at least smile about it, and see how it functions, to see this lifelong habit of mixing the screen with the movie, of mixing the pure I am, the being of myself, this consciousness that is aware of everything, mixing it up with everything that is arising, and packaging it with this separate self that has been given the name Adrian. It's like, oh, when I'm like 1.5 years old or so, after just blissfully experiencing and playing, suddenly everyone tells me like, oh, guck mal, this is you, and here this experience you put into this package of Adrian, and this and this and this. This is all you. This is how you have to behave. This is how you have to look. This is how you have to talk. This is right. This is wrong. This is your nation. This is what you're gonna be. And we're loading up, and this beautiful, innocent, shining, free, inherently peaceful, fulfilled I am beingness is loaded with all that stuff apparently being one, connected, like attached with this beingness. Of course, essentially it's made out of that consciousness, and it is one, but not as the separate self thinks it is. It creates its own fictional reality, mental reality of a separate me. It is so fascinated by the phenomena, by the objects arising, that over time, for most people, it forgets this invisible light of awareness through which all these phenomena are coming actually into existence, into light. Without the light of awareness, we wouldn't perceive anything. How would we think knowingly something without consciousness? How could we see, experience, feel anything without consciousness? But what does this confused packaging me think, feel? I am now the one who is feeling, perceiving, acting. The character in the movie over time takes over, and it's like, it's me, the avatar that is real. And it forgets totally that it's playing in a movie, that there is a screen upon which its existence depends. And it forgets that is always safe because only the screen is real, so to speak, and the movie comes and goes. But because over time it has loaded so much of this experience connected to this separate me, it becomes, so to speak, addicted to its own fascination of its own activity. And it doesn't mind if it's like, oh, I am the greatest of the world. I'm Napoleon. I'm gonna conquer the world. Or I am the most miserable worm and I'm gonna hide under my blanket for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter which form, as long as it's a convincing storyline.